All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's, I've nearly said weekly, Cryptic Crossword, set today by Vulcan. We expect to see him every second Monday. Oh, and let's take a moment to appreciate this grid. It is a thing of beauty with all of the outside cells being used. Yeah, that's great. 4 15-letter answers. Can be a double-edged sword, as I've said before. But hopefully one across will fall and that will get me rolling. Go to visit Fox. Abandon this fantasy. My first thought is it's a double definition of a sort, where abandon this fantasy might be the straightforward definition. Maybe like Crowded House singing Do Dream It's Over, or Don't Dare to Dream. Is that a phrase? Don't dare to dream? But how would that be? So then I'm thinking go to visit Fox as some sort of punning, like stay away from, ooh, what do you call a fox's home? Lair, or a fox's den, I think you say. But then I'm wondering if abandon, wild abandon, could that be an anagram? So we need 15 letters, obviously. Go to visit Fox is too short by 3 letters. Or could fantasy be an anagram indicator? Abandon is 7, 11. No, I was thinking go to visit and then we anagram Fox, abandon this, but I think that's too short. That's a shame. Yeah. So I get the wrong side of the sword there, I think. Anyway, let's try. Chose more tomato salad that had nasty consequences for one. Again, I'm thinking, oh no, well, I was going to say somehow something for chose more tomatoes. I'm not even sure if tomato salad is a thing, but I'm wondering if a word salad, could be an anagram. So chose more is 9 letters plus 6 tomato makes 15, and it had nasty consequences for one. I can't think of a phrase for that. Chose more tomato. Maybe come something or something come a cropper, come back to, yeah, come back to bite you, or something like that. No, I'm going to have to move on from those delicious 15-letter answers. Staff alternative country house. Well, a country house could be a manor. If you staff something, you man it, and then an alternative we've seen recently is R. Flat due for renovation, but a failure to do it. All right, I think that's a straightforward anagram of flat due. We have to renovate those letters, and I think default or default. A film of our civilization. Ooh, I like that. I'm thinking A plus a word for film, and it's going to mean our civilization. But I don't know what that would be. We'll come back. Actors on tour store up plays. Well, tour could be an anagram indicator, but actors on is too many, and actors alone is too short. I'm thinking it's a charade maybe for plays, or maybe it's for actors on tour, but I'm thinking a rep company. No, I don't think that's on tour. I think repertory, they are in the same place, but they present a variety of plays, but maybe it is rep and then a word for store and then up we reverse it, or maybe we start with rep and then we just reverse the store up. Um, I think store would have to begin with an S. So when it's reversed, it ends in an S and gives us a plays noun, plural noun, or verb. I'm thinking verb, but I'm not seeing it. All right, stand before entrance barrier needing to be raised. Again, raised might be a reversal for a down clue. But stand before sounds like word positioning, a word for stand. And then it's maybe a barrier needing to be raised. Oh dear. Before entrance, oh, gate makes a nice ending for words. Don't see it. Judge has purpose in period for public consultations. I think public consultations is going to be the definition. Judge can be simply J. And then we put a word for purpose, which can be end. I think is a nice short word that might fit inside other words. Inside a period might be time, age, era. What would public consultations beginning with J, I'm thinking. But then I go to visit Fox. The last word would have a J in the middle, which is very possible. Major. No. This Vulcan is not a typical Monday Vulcan. All right, I'm not having a typical Monday. I think that might be the case. School break in some dash. Now, I think that dash is going to be important. It could be a minus. I'm wondering if it could be a less. I'm thinking the definition is a school break, and I know the British schools have funny names for their breaks. Or maybe it's a school and we have to put a break inside some dash. But I like it being a school break. So what would the sum be? Isn't that Latin? But also could just be total, add. No. Oh my goodness, Vulcan is baffling me today. All right, let's go back to the crosses after I have a water break. All right, clear O, or maybe it's a 0, but I think it's an O, for what hopes to attract many X's. I'm thinking the X's might be kisses. What hopes to attract many. What else would attract X's? I would have liked if it was mistletoe in 9 letters, but it's not that. Clear O. What hopes to attract many exes? No. Legal to be executed. That's dreadful. Could it be an anagram of legal, meaning dreadful, but I don't see that. No. Woman's clothing said to be shaggy. That's a nice one, but yes, so if somebody is shaggy, actually we had this word I think recently, they might be, as in have a lot of hair, facial hair, body hair, they might be hirsute. So it's a homophone of HERSUIT, because hirsute is just TE, I believe. All right, seaside clown, and maybe why his theater is closed. Who is a seaside? Yeah, seems like a double definition that it's both the name of and maybe why his theater is closed. But it might be a charade, a word for seaside, and then a word or a name of a clown. Of course, I'm thinking of Punch and Judy. I don't know, is there one of the, who are those Italian, is it Commedia dell'arte or whatever with Puccinella? But no, I'm not saying it. How about concerning drinking unknown whiskey? Okay, I can get this one. Concerning or about something might be re, and an unknown in mathematics is usually x, y, or z, and here it is the y to give us a type of whiskey. In Franglais, October is wet a little. So is it just a... I was hoping it might be a hidden clue in Franglais October, but working backwards from oct, which would give us the T, it would be ISO, isoctob. That's not right. Maybe we do have to do a little bit of Franglais. October is oct a, wet a little. I'm trying to think of a word for wet a little. Not glisten. Oh, moisten, of course. I think we have moi, but I don't think it's moi. I think it's 10. Yeah, I'm wondering because October, the 10th month, it's almost like month is 10. Mo is, yeah, I'm not sure how that one is working. I'm going to leave it in for now and make a note in case it remains, but I'm about 50-50 on that one. And that might be generous, I think. More demanding guide to go round our ships. Well, more demanding seems like a good place to break that one. I think that might be the definition. And then a guide to go round our ships. Well, I'm wondering if that could be the Royal Navy. We put RN. Yes, and if you guide somebody, maybe you steer them. And you get sterner. So, yes, I just luckily thought of Royal Navy might be our ships, and then thought of a more demanding word with RN in the middle. All right, pop these in a pot and rudely eat lots. Well, I'm thinking Eat lots is 7 letters, so rudely we anagram that, and it's something you pop these in a pot. Is it going to be some kind of food? It could be flowers, of course. Oh, something tea? Tea. Well, tea bags. Maybe we just anagram eat, and then lots could be bags, bags of money, lots of money. Again, I'm not very confident in this, but oh, let's see what 16 down is. The origin of some species. Well, I'm thinking of simply egg. Um, it seems a little, I don't know. Uh, maybe if you're in the mood for it, but I would, I think I would have expected more there. But anyway, what else? How else can you clue egg, I suppose? All right, cleaning seat, start to cheer city. Cleaning. Maybe it is going to be a city, but how? Yeah, what is cleaning seat? Start to cheer obviously would be a C, but yeah, that means the city would end in a C, which doesn't seem right. And yeah, the only 3-4 city I'm thinking, I'm not even sure if it's a city, San Remo. All right. Vegetable repeats in the stomach. Ooh. Vegetable repeats in the stomach. No idea what that is. Yeah, maybe some 3-letter vegetable, and if you write it twice, it somehow means the stomach. Not thinking of that. Pea? No. Cheese is extravagant in one of the Costas. I think it might be a Costa Bravo, Costa del Sol, and it's going to be a charade of a cheese, maybe Edam, Brie, and then is extravagant. No, don't know that. Do this on the donkey or duck. Wow. I'm wondering if it's some 4-letter word for do this followed by ASS, and then it's also a type of duck, maybe? Or the verb to duck, but I don't see it. Spanish man's first to leave card game. Well, the Spanish for man is hombre, right? With an H, and if that leaves the H, then I think Hombre might be an old card game. We used to have the paperback of Hoyle's Guide to Rules of the Game, or whatever it was called. And I used to just love reading about the different card games and tried playing some of them. Anyway, let me look up Hombre and see if that is right. Yes, it is a card game. It seems to be like bridge, I suppose, where there are tricks and bidding. So good to get that one. Oh, well, let's try one down. Yeah, this is the one I thought was the anagram of chose more tomato. Nasty consequences. I'm something like came home to roost. Yes, let's see. Not sure I have enough O's. Oh no, I do. There are four O's there in chose more. So let me put in came home to roost. Yeah, I think that's right. And I'm thinking this is going to be, yeah, come down, come down to earth. Oh, I think, yeah, I think is it where when a fox is being hunted, it goes to earth. Not exactly sure, so we'll rely on 15 squared to give us the lowdown on that. All right, I wish I had gotten those earlier, but better late than never, I suppose. All righty. So let's finish the acrosses. In panic, if retired, shaking. Yeah, retired again sounds like reversal, but shaking. Oh, shaking sounds like an anagram of if retired. Yes, which is 9 letters and means in panic. Oh, terrified, I think. Yep. All right. A cryptic clue for the Y in Independence Day. A cryptic clue for the Y in Independence Day. I'm thinking it is going to be something like the last or the letter of why in oh the four oh my god, that is very clever. It is actually American Independence Day, and it is the fourth letter of July. That is very, very clever. I like that a lot. All right. Let's see. Easily provoked. Ooh, irascible, I'm thinking. Slice a rib in pieces. I know I watched one of Cracking the Cryptics videos at the weekend and also David Webb. And I know in one of them the word irascible came up. Apologies, I can't remember which one. But that's very fortunate because that had that word in my mind, which I don't think I've ever used it. But I've read it in the past. Anyway, they are the OGs, I think, of crosswords on YouTube. So yeah, just in pieces, an anagram of slice a rib. Japanese fish, the answer is initially obvious. Ooh, it must be a Japanese fish, but then what do we do with the answer is initially? I mean, initially would just make me think it's TAI. And then maybe obvious just has to be there because it couldn't just simply be the answer is initially. Let me pause and look up Tai as a fish. Yes, it's a Japanese sea bream. So there we go. Let's see. Are a month old. This is a century old. Ooh, I'm thinking Art Deco. Yes, so I'm thinking Art December and then O for old. Yeah, I think art is an archaic form of R. We've all seen it in Shakespeare or other sources. Yeah, and so I didn't realize Art Deco. I wonder if it is exactly 100 years. Anyway, that's interesting. All right, splash drops over small pitch. Oh, I was going to say splatter, but that's too long. Drops over small pitch. Yeah, I'm not getting that one. Two heights enclose a harbor of very little value once. This might be an archaic word too of very little value. And I think we're going to have two H for heights, and they're going to enclose a harbor. Harbor might be a port, and it is a half penny's worth or a ha'porth for short. Bishop quietly taking on brief quarrel. Oh, well, I thought the bishop would be part of the wordplay. We often see bishop represented by a B, but I am wondering if it's going to be. Yes, I think the Bishop of Rome would be the pontiff. So P from music for piano for quietly. That takes on. And then a brief quarrel might be a tiff. Very good. Fail to wear a uniform and I'll see you. Well, if you're saying I'll see you to someone, you might say adieu. Fail, I suppose if your battery fails, it dies, and that wears A plus U, uniform being the NATO phonetic alphabet word. All right, I think I've looked at everything once. It should be a lot easier now that I got the at least three of the outer ones. Ooh, let's try this cheese. Oh, there is ricotta, right? Is extravagant in one of the Costas. Oh, so the Costas is part of the wordplay. Oh, Costa Rico, I think. So it must be Ricotto. Yes, if you're extravagant, we've seen this before, you're over the top, or a common British abbreviation, OTT. Wasn't that a radio or television program as well at one point? Maybe back in the 50s, I'm thinking OTT. But I may be mixing it up with ITMA. All right, so now our splash drops over small pitch. Yeah, let me pause and think about that one. I'm not thinking of anything that fits here exactly. So I'm wondering if one of my crosswords is wrong. I wasn't completely sure of tea bags. We're almost at the 30-minute mark. Now, I did look while I was paused at vegetable repeats in the stomach, and I think it's saying in the stomach of the word repeats, we do have P. So even with the SPO, I'm still not thinking of a good word. I mean, I can make up words, but none that I think I've heard of before. Anyway, let's try, cleaning seat, start to cheer city. Well, start to cheer, oh, of course, is hip. So then cleaning seat would be the definition. I have no idea what cleaning seat might mean. So I must be misreading the clue. But start to cheer certainly sounds like hip, and then we would have a four-letter city, Rome, hip Rome. I don't think so. Well, let me look at my donkey duck again. Do this on the donkey. Oh, there is a type of duck called a pintail. And of course, there is the game used to love as a child, Pin the Tail on the Donkey. All right, let's try 8 down, our school break. Oh, a half term holiday. I have heard that expression, probably from reading Famous Five or one of those books. How does the wordplay work in some dash? Half. Well, just I think the dash might be indicating we're only getting part. Oh, we're getting half of summer. Yeah, I can see some dash giving us half term. I don't fully understand that one, so we'll have to look at 15 squared at the end. Oh, there is a hip bath. Yes, yes, that is the cleaning seat. And Bath is the city. All right, I feel better now. Ooh. I think referenda might be public consultations. So our purpose was an end, and that goes in. Oh, the judge is a ref. Well, we've seen that before. And the end goes inside an era. All right. So I think dreadful must be awful. And yes, it's the word lawful for legal, which has its head removed, therefore it's beheaded or executed. Clever. Stand before entrance barrier needing to be raised. No, what's the definition? Stand or stand before? Oh, I'm wondering if, yes, the entrance barrier might, we have to come up with words for those and then reverse those because I am thinking there is an etagere, is it? But we do have gate reversed. Stand. I'm just thinking like ERE, air can be poetic for before. Entrance barrier. Yeah, I'm fairly confident in that, so I will leave it, but I'll make a note to check it at 15 squared. Now, oh yes, I think it is the Commedia del whatever, and I think it's Piero. And yes, his if his theater is at the seaside because of pier rot, his theater might be closed. That's clever. Or maybe is Piero one of the characters in Punch and Judy shows too? I'm not sure of that. All right, our actors now on tour store up plays. Not seeing that, but 9 across now looks clear. Oh, for what hopes to attract many X's. Yeah, let me pause and ponder. Well, I was thinking of words that would fit, but also words for clear. And I think manifest can mean like something that is clear. The advantages of something are manifest. And then O would make a manifesto. And I think it's hoping to attract many signatures, but some people may just put an X underneath it. Uh, oh yeah, a film of our civilization now must be a Western. It's our Western civilization. I definitely should have got that. Oh, actors on tour would be troops. Oh, and it's an anagram of store up. So the letters in store up play are anagram themselves. All right, just I'm gonna go with a spotter. I of course know oh no, yeah, oh yeah, helps if I don't mistype. Splash drops over small. Other than a drop being a spot, but it says drops plural. Oh, drops over might be reversed. Small pitch. Yeah, I'm not very confident in this. Yeah, let me go ahead and check this one in particular. No. Oh. Ah. Oh, Costa Rica. Spatter, of course. Oh my goodness. I'm going to stand in the corner for 10 minutes after this for making that schoolboy error. I was mixing up Puerto Rico and Costa Rica. My friend in Costa Rica will not forgive me. Anyway, and my girlfriend who just brought up ricotta recently, she won't forgive me. So I'm in the doghouse for mixing those up. Anyway, and of course, spatter would be splash. Drops over small. Oh, splash drops over, I think is the definition. And then S for small, and a pitch, a sales pitch might be your patter, of course. All right, yeah, I really made a meal out of that one, that little corner. Anyway, let's check all. Everything still seems to be there. All right, let's head over to 15 squared and finish this. All right, the blog today is by Menehi, a nice puzzle with neat cluing. All right, so an earth is a fox's den. All right, so there we go. I got manifesto. Oh, an X mark meaning a vote, not somebody's signature. All right, got awful, her suit, pier rot, yes. Seaside Piero clowns. Oh, well, there's a wiki link if you're interested. Of course, the French for month, mois, 10. Yes. Oh, I've forgotten that. Dear, oh dear. I think I understood the rest here, even though some of them it took me a while. All right. Yeah, my ricotta. Let's see. I think I got all those. And then on the downs, etagere, air before, and then gate, and they're all reversed upwards. Yep. Okay. And then some dash is half of summer or half of summer term, giving half term with holiday from school break. Well, I'm not sure about that. That would make it an and lit, but I don't know. Let me know your thoughts if you think that's fair. Um, all right, some unusual parsings. Oh, adieu is more permanent than I'll see you. Yeah, maybe. Um, anyway, I think people are happy, but some people it does look like, is it me or has Vulcan become harder? Vulcan is very much a wavelength setter. That's an interesting comment. It takes me a while to get on it. Vulcan definitely getting a little harder. All right, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Anyway, I did get there in the end. And I thank you as always for watching and have a wonderful day.